My name is Eddie Price. I'm one of the promoters of the Haunted Hickory Paranormal Conference. I'm here with one of our guests, LaChance. Stephen, it's great to have you here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here with you.
Great. You having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Excellent, excellent. Well, let's just jump right in with some biographical information. What got you into the paranormal? Most people have like a childhood experience, but yours was different.
Well, actually, on May 18th of 2001, I moved into a haunted house with my 3 children, and that's what started me into the paranormal. I'm one of these people that has to read. I have to study, and I started reading and studying, grabbing everything I could to learn what I could, because I did not want to see another family go through what my family.
Now, did you have any inclinations before moving into the house? Had the paranormal even crossed your mind?
Well, you know, at one point in my childhood, yeah. You know, it had, but you know, by the time I had grown to be a father and stuff, I started doing the fatherly thing like all fathers do. Yeah. You know, if it's a bump in the night, it's the boogeyman, right?
Yep.
So basically, you know, I was ignoring the fact of what they were going through. It's kind of a tough situation that way.
Now, the house that you moved into, did the events occur immediately?
Almost immediately.
Really?
Almost immediately. I was a traveling corporate trainer, so we lived in the house for 3 months. Actually spent actual days in the house, 13 days.
Wow.
13 days, and it chased us out.
Oh my goodness.
They locked my kids in a bedroom the last night we were there, and it would not let me in to get them.
How did it start? What would start it?
There was little things that started it. A picture that would hang on the wall. I would come home and find all the lights on in the house. The next step, we progressed even further. My son, every time he was out of arm's reach, I would find him screaming and shaking. You know, he was 8 years old. And the next thing, my daughter was hearing things, and she wouldn't sleep in her bedroom. So here I am, I have 3 kids, sleeping in bed with me, and I'm thinking, my God, what did I do?
Oh, God.
You know, and I had no inkling at that point. No inkling. Call it self-denial, call it whatever you want. I had no inkling. You know, I thought, you know, these kids were just, it was the movie. It was too much for them. It was shortly after that we were playing a game one night, and I looked up and I saw a smoky black figure of a man standing in the kitchen doorway. And I looked down, and I thought, well, when I look back up, this thing's going to be gone. When I looked back up, it moved into the family room in front of me, and then it dissipated. And then I thought, well, we got to get out of here, but I didn't want to be like the Lutzes, or anybody in Amityville, or any of the scary movies you see on television, you know, running and screaming out of the night. I was going to be more composed.
So technically the Lutzes made it twice as long as you then.
And technically the Lutzes made it twice as long. You know, so I actually went and I said, come on kids, we're going to Grandma's. And so I went to the front door. There was an old door, you had to put the key in and turn it. So I put the key in and turned it, and that's when the house started screaming. And from that point on, we were on the run. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You know, and we actually ended up going back in for a little while longer. You know, it's the rationalization thing. I spent $4,000 on a move. I had nowhere else to go. I didn't want to be homeless, you know, all those things. And I talked myself going back in. And that's the hard thing, because when I went back in is when they got locked into the bedroom and I couldn't get into them.
Now, did you ever find out anything about the history of the house that would have caused it to be like that?
Actually, the house was built on an old slave quarters. We're the slave quarters of a Civil War captain. 300 feet away from the house is an area that's it's a mass grave, the county poorhouse. It's a joke around my town, and if you don't know where your ancestors are, they're probably buried in the park. Seriously, I mean, you know, it's just the way it is, and it's 300 feet away from the house.
And this is in Missouri, right?
This is in Union, Missouri, about 45 minutes west of St. Louis.
And what year was this? When did this happen?
This was started in 2001. The last time I stepped in the house was October 2005.
That you've gone back and investigated?
I went back as an investigator, which you never should do, folks. Never.
So, it was largely coming to terms with your own experience that brought you into the paranormal.
It's like, you know, yeah, there's selfish reasons. There's sure, of course. You know, anyone that has gone through anything like that has to come to terms with it. There's also the other fact of I could not stand driving by that house and see kids playing in the yard.
That's what I hear sometimes. You know, a lot of times people have these experiences, and one of the reasons they get into it is to help other people.
Absolutely.
Because there aren't a lot of resources.
Absolutely. There's not a lot of resources.
Now, are you a member of any sort of ghost hunting group?
I was the founding member of Missouri Paranormal Research. I was also part of the administration of Paranormal Task Force. Mm-hmm. I left those in 2007 because I did not want to do the investigative research thing so much. All of my cases now are private. Mm-hmm. You will not see them on the internet because they're usually families that are in trouble.
Now, you've written a book about your experience in the house. That's called The Uninvited.
Right. It's The Uninvited, the true story of the Union Screaming House.
And you've got another book that's getting ready to come out.
That one will be out in fall of 2009. It'll be next year this time.
Excellent, excellent.
And that's called Glow. And the tagline of The Nightmare Begins 2009. And the reason for that, it's about nightmares. It's about night terrors. Mm-hmm. And it's about what happens when those nightmares cross the line into the paranormal. And it's actually, you know, the people that are reading it right now, every chapter I've sent them, I finished it just so I could come spend time with you. And the book is done. And you're welcome.
Excellent.
And well, you got me to get the book done. So everybody that's read, well, thank you. Everybody that's read it right now tells me are having nightmares.
Oh,
and nightmares of their own. And I'm talking grown men.
Oh.
You know, if you think The Uninvited is scary, this one is going to blow you away.
Wow. And now, there have been television adaptations of your story.
Sure.
A Haunting on the Discovery Channel. It's Fear House, right?
Fear House. I wasn't so happy with it.
You really?
Yeah. It was a Reader's Digest version. Mm-hmm. You know, they overdid some things. They underplayed some things. The emotional, you know what was missing? More than anything, well, the clown thing was really ridiculous. They overdid this clown thing.
Yeah.
But the one thing that was missing was the emotional impact of the story. This story is a very emotional story. It deals with family, it deals with friendship, it deals with much more than just that haunting. You know, and, you know, to really understand the story and to really understand what we as haunting survivors go through, you have to understand the emotions we go through. You know, it's almost you have to care to scare. They didn't get that. You know, and so that's why I wrote the book.
Wow. Well, excellent. Well, it is an excellent book, and I'm glad to have you at our convention, man. You're a great dude.
Oh, well, thanks, man.
Thank you for showing up, man, and hopefully we'll have you here next
Well, we
year.
got other things, too. Children of the Grave. Make sure you see that on
Oh, that's
Sci-Fi.
Absolutely.
You can't get off without that.
This is the man who's going to take us to Zombie Road.
Zombie Road. I'm going to take you guys out to Zombie Road. I'm going to take somebody else in the room.
Awesome, awesome.
And then The Possessed. The Possessed will be coming out.
That's right. That's right. Keith was just talking about that. That's December.
December of this year, and we're very excited about that one too.
Excellent.
So I got a lot of things going.
Totally, man. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
me to Hickory. It was a
Absolutely.
blast.
Absolutely.